Hi friends, I'm Shivani and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we will create a diagram, and according to diagram, we will create a VLAN, and then after we will create zones, and then we will create address object, and then we will create service, and then last we will create a three policies. So let's go to my laptop screen. So in today's video, first we will create a diagram, then after we will create client VLAN and server VLAN. Then after we will create client zone and server zone. And then we will put VLAN in client zone and server VLAN be in server zone. Then after we will create WAN zone and we will put WAN 1 and WAN 2 in WAN zone. Then after we will create address object and first address object client and the IP is this, and second address object server and the IP address this. Then after we will create service, and service is TCP and port number of this. Then after last we will create three policies. First is client goes to internet, all destination and all services, and second is server goes to internet, all destination but only TCP and DNS service. And third policy is client will access server over the port 1313. Then we will start. Uh, then first we will create diagram. So this is our firewall. This is our client, and this is our server. So first we will give the IP. Then so client IP is 10.10.120.10/32 and server IP 192.168.100.10/32. So let's connect them to firewall. This cable and server connect this. Yes. So now then let's use the internet. This is the internet. Yes. And we will connect with a firewall like this cable. And we will use the firewall. Okay, let's connect this cable. Okay. So now we will give the IP address to the firewall and VLAN. So this is our client VLAN and we will give IP. So our client VLAN IP is client 120 and IP is 10.10.120.1/24. So in firewall we will use /24 subnet. Then this is our server VLAN and server 100 server VLAN client VLAN and IP 192.168.100.1/24. and our internet IP is 192.168.178.10, and in here ISP1, sorry, ISP2. So I will put both ISP1 and ISP2 in a WAN zone. So let's go in my firewall. So first we go network, click the interfaces and create new, click the interfaces, and we will create first VLAN. So first we will create client VLAN. So VLAN 120 and alliance is client VLAN, and interfaces we will select aggregate LAN 1 and VLAN ID is 120, and we will give the IP address. So IP address is 10.120.1/24, and DHCP enable, then OK. So now we will create second VLAN, create new interfaces, name server VLAN, server VLAN 100, server VLAN 100, alliance server VLAN ID interfaces DMZ ID is 100, and IP address 192.168.100.1/24, and then OK. So we will create two VLAN. Then now we will create zone. Then again we will go create and click zone, and the name first is client zone, and select the interfaces, client VLAN, close, and then OK. And again create zone, server zone, and add the interfaces. We will server VLAN zone. OK, close, and OK. Now we will create third zone. Third is WAN zone. Now we will WAN zone and add the ISP1, ISP2. So in here ISP2, and I think ISP1 already added some zone. So we'll close this one and then OK. So now we have created three zones: client zone, server zone, and WAN zone. So then after we will create address object. So first we will copy this address, and then after we will go to our policy and select the addresses, and then create new address and put the name, and color we will give the green color, and then types we have selected subnet, and we have so many other types, but we will discuss these types in another video. So now we have selected subnet, and IP address is this one. Copy and and 20 and /32, and then okay. Then after we will create again second object. First we will copy the name of address, and then after go to our firewall and copy, and address IP address of this, copy and paste. So now okay. So now we have created two addresses. Now our next step is create service. Okay, then we will go to service, create new service, and we will give the name Sonata server 01, Sonata server 01, and the destination port select TCP, and low and high value same like and our port number is 13131, and same here 13131. So now click the OK button. So now we have created a service. Then after our next step is create a security policy. So now we will go to the policy and create new. Then first we will create client goes to internet, all destination and all services. So our policy name is client to internet. Incoming interface is client zone, and outgoing interface is WAN zone. Now source. So source is a client VLAN. So we have no any client VLAN. So first we will go to create and address, and we will give the name client VLAN, and give the IP 10.10.120.0/24, and okay. So now we have created client VLAN and destination all, and services all, and then click OK button. So now we have created one policy client to internet. Now we will create second policy. Our second policy is server goes to internet all destination but only HTTPS and DNS service. So now our second policy is create new name server HTTPS. So incoming interface is server zone. Where is our server zone? Yeah, this is our server zone. Outgoing interface is WAN. So source is our, copy this one, Control C, paste. So now this is our source and destination is all and services HTTPS and DNS. So we will type here DNS. So this is DNS, select DNS, and then close. Then after we will click on OK. So we have created two policies. So now third one is, so our third policy is client will access server. So client to Sonata server. And our incoming interface, client zone, outgoing interface, server zone, and source is our so we will add this one, client, and destination we will add Sonata server, and we will disable to net, and our services is 1313 Sonata server 01, and then OK. So now we have created last third policy. So according to our syllabus, we have created diagram, we have created VLAN, client VLAN, server VLAN, we have created zones, client zone, server zone, VLAN zone, WAN zone. Then after we have created address objects, we have created servers, and we have created all these three policies. So I hope you have understood everything. If you like my video, then please like my video and subscribe my channel. Thank you friends. Bye bye.